In terms of revenue, Mikel, how would you categorize this company's status?
In terms of revenue, I'd say it's medium, medium-sized organization. In terms of impact, I'd say it's large because of the impact that we do in the community. Yeah. Yes,
I can relate to that.
and if when you're in the HR space, it's not just about money. That's the core
Agreed.
of how we built the organization. Since you're part of HR, and sa HR laging cost cutting, when we built our solutions, we made sure na it's affordable to the market, kahit sobrang minimal ng margin namin. And that's how we gain our clients' loyalty.
Okay, so one thing that you have in your company na wala sa iba, can you share that to your audience?
Yeah. We wanted to connect to the market as much as we can. So when we started hiring people and growing the organization, we hired people with background in HR. So everyone in the organization are HR professionals, whether you're in marketing, whether you're in finance, whether you're in IT
industry.
Regardless. Lahat may HR background because we want people to understand what we do, our vision for the community, and how we can relate to our clients. So as opposed to just hiring experts in marketing, experts in accounting, etc., we hired people who are experts in HR and then cross-skill them into the functions that they need to do. And I say na that's a secret that we do kasi kahit sinong lumapit na client, everyone understands their challenges and therefore we can deliver beyond their expectations.
Now, of course, being in that business, you really have to probe, what solutions they need. So most likely, you have to diagnose.
Yep.
Diba? So you can offer a better solutions to them. That sounds good, Mikel. So again, this is pretty personal questions.
Yep.
How much is the salary of Mikel Balansag?
That's a tough question, actually. When you own an organization, when you own an enterprise, you shift your mindset kasi from the salary mindset to the impact mindset. And I'd say na nandun ako sa the impact that I do and the salaries that I provide to the people by people who are breadwinners and leading their families. So as for me, just enough. I'd say just enough for my day-to-day needs. Nothing,
But actually,
nothing
may
extravagant naman.
But the expected answer I want to hear from you would be, you can buy this building, you can buy me, you can buy us.
Siguro I'll buy the building if I'll profit from it. I'll buy you siguro. Hindi kita mabibili, mahal ka sa amin.
Okay, so with your current salary, what do you think is the most expensive can you buy with your current salary?
If like today's the last day of my life na kailangan ko talagang bumili, I'd probably buy a building para not just to leave a legacy. Pero I'm not really fond of buying things. I'm really fond of like pinapaikot lagi yung pera and saving for the rainy days. Yeah.
Of course. Me too. So what's one mistake you have made in your career that taught you a big lesson?
I'm big on risks. My mindset is always gawin na natin ngayon tsaka natin problemahin yung mga small stuff.
Correct.
We'll deal with it later on. So I can't think of one thing that would stand out kasi I feel like on a daily basis I make risks that are not calculated and then deal with them later on. So if naging okay, then very good. We can use that as our best practice later on. And if hindi, then we've learned a significant lesson that we can avoid later on. So I couldn't provide you with a specific scenario, but there are countless.
Sige. So on a personal note, Mikel, what flaws in our corporate system that you would like to correct, or do you have any advocacies?
Flaws in the current system is I feel na yung red tape talaga, yung parang people, instead of focusing on how to make things work more efficiently and effectively, parang kailangan lagi there's something in it for them. And I think na because of that, na drag lahat ng initiatives ng organization, drag yung growth and success of the organization kasi people always want something in return, not just say your salary or your job, etc. Parang they always want more, and unfortunately, that more sometimes would mean favors, financials, etc. I think that's the biggest flaw in our organizations at this point.
Right now.
And if people start doing their job just because it's just because yun ang dapat nilang gawin, then I think organizations will be a better place. As for advocacies, our advocacy has always been community-based because HR is a really small community. So we wanted to elevate everyone at the same level so that our HR professionals are at par with global professionals. Hindi lang sila naka-stuck sa four corners of their offices, but they understand how things work locally and internationally, and they can apply that to their organizations. Kasi I believe that if you have solid HR and you have very good people managers, everything else follows. Your clients will come in, your clients will be happy.
Speaking of HR pala, no? Kasi I have this one thing. Let's talk about the flaws, especially in HR department, specifically in recruitment department. Like, I would like being an HR expert, Mikel, kasi I've learned, especially, di ba, may mga role and responsibilities, especially kapag hiring si company, na can be trained naman si applicant, pero ang dami nilang kailangang dapat college graduate, with experience with the same industry. But, well, yung job naman ng aplikante can be learned in a week or so. So, I think it's also a plus, no? For me, as a typical employee,
My
paano
thoughts?
yun?
Maraming factors doon. I agree that maybe to candidates, it can be seen as a flaw. But we also have to look at the bigger picture. We have to we have to understand the industry, number one. Maybe the industry requires some level of understanding of the job. We also have to look at the criticality of the role. Baka yung aalis pala is someone who's doing a key role in the organization, and they wanted to hire someone na very minimal na lang yung training period para ma-inject na nila kaagad.
Okay, all right.
There are also a factor of the hiring managers, because some hiring managers would have their personal biases. Gusto nila babae, gusto nila maybe same ng paniniwala, etc. So, as recruiters, your job talaga is to execute. Wala talaga decision-making masyado on the expectations, on the requirements, but to execute kung ano yung what's asked of you by your leaders. So, it can vary. Sobrang case-to-case basis siya. But I agree na on a general level, maybe it can be seen as bias or unfair.
So guys, sa mga HR recruiter dyan na, it's very controversial pala, no? Like, may bias pala kayo pag nag-hire ng applicant.
Hindi naman. We try to be as unbiased as possible. Although I agree naman na that lahat naman ng tao may personal biases. Yes.
Yeah. Especially pag may itsura ka or wala kang itsura kay Pascual.